Greetings, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's doing good on this lovely solar day. So, I am going to be doing another fruit divination. If you missed the last one that I did actually yesterday, I did a um, yoni divination or energy read using papaya. So, today we're going to be using the honeydew melon, and this is in representation of the breasts, okay, and wellness in that area. So yeah, I'm excited to do this one. I know this is like probably weird for some or just something completely different, and that's the point of it. Okay. Hey sis, how are you? Hey Bianca, happy Sunday to you too, sis. Yeah, so this is a little different. So um we're going to be tapping into just our wellness, kind of similar to yesterday's reading, but just like a different region, obviously. So this reading will be for those connecting with or reconnecting. So you could be reconnecting or connecting with your body more intentionally, with healing the wound, anything with the heart, anything dealing with the heart chakra, your heart lineage wounds, and reclaiming um, your breast as a portal of nourishment and intuition and divine power. Okay. So they're not just a central area, they're also like an emotional memory keeper. Okay. Channels of giving and receiving. Also again, an extension to our heart chakra. So when we heal them, we heal how we love, we heal how we mother ourselves and how we receive and how we nurture and mother others in a healthy way, right? With boundaries. So yeah, this is going to be like a sacred energy read. I'm going to do the fruit divination first and then we'll get into the cards. So yeah, this is just for you, like as a body remembrance of like your emotional healing and nourishment. Okay. So let's get into it. Yeah, let me know how it works, sis. Yeah, let me know. I love honeydews. Honeydews are so good. I hope this one's good because I can't wait to eat this too. Okay. I haven't ate yet. So this is going to be my late breakfast. It's already 12:30 here in the afternoon. So I haven't ate. But kind of similar to how I've read the papaya. So these are going to represent the breast. What I thought was interesting, they one looks bigger than the other. You know that y'all know what I'm talking about. Like if y'all have boobies, y'all know that it look like one kind of is more bigger than the other, or it seems like one's more fuller than the other or something. Like it's kind of giving that effect here. Okay. Yes, honeydew is so good. It's so sweet. I love cantaloupes too. Those are so good. It was either this or cantaloupes. I'm like, I want some honeydew. Um, hmm. There's a separation energy right here on this side. So like some of you guys, this is the left or the right breast, but how I'm reading it, this would be technically the left. Okay. Um, so the left, there could be, I don't know what that is going on here. And I'm not a healthcare physician, so take it as it resonates. Not anything scary, but it's like, hmm. This could represent a disconnect. Something from your past. Um, Something from your past could have affected like an area of receptivity and giving. There's something with that. This isn't for everyone, so please, like, this is a sensitive topic, but some of you guys could have suffered a miscarriage, and I don't know. There's like something with like motherhood involved, or feeling a disconnect or separation, and maybe even with your own mother. There could be something with that as well, like maybe feeling a lack of connection with your own mother, or like something in the past that makes it hard for you guys to really bond or connect. maybe even bond and connect with other feminine energies. Like you have a hard time trusting in that way. This is, again, the left energy for me represents the past, and it's also left can represent feminine energy. Um, hmm. I would say like make sure that you guys are taking care of your health, okay? Eating like eating things that are good for the breast health. So like grapes are really good, berries are really good for the breast, like fruit wise. Um, I think apples are good. Peaches, I remember that very well because I love peaches as well. Like I love fruit, but I love peaches. I love mangoes, but peaches is like one of those fruits that's good for the breast. Like take care of your wellness now. And if you're like in your late 30s to going into your 40s, maybe even your 50s, if y'all, anyone around that age watches my channel, to maybe, make check your get your breast checked, annually. Doctors going to doctors can be kind of scary sometimes, especially around things like this, but just to check on your wellness, your health. But I see more of a lot of heavy blockages in the left energy, like the left side. There's just so much disconnect and like trauma. So you might have a hard time with nurturing yourself sometimes, or like being kind to yourself. You might oh, okay. I didn't expect this to be, just as a disclaimer, if you guys have a hard time with like tough topics and stuff like that, you know, I'm just giving you a heads up because I'm not gonna mince anything that I'm picking up. So some of you guys may deal with body dysmorphia or like a form of that, because I don't want to diagnose anyone, but just like what would be that, to where maybe you see yourself in a very distorted way, or you feel disconnected from your own image or your body. You don't, it's like, or this was like in the past, you struggled with your self-esteem in the past, and I feel like you could be healing, kind of trying to develop a healthier um relationship with your body. Okay, some of you guys could be breast cancer survivors, too, or you're currently undergoing treatment right now here. And I feel like this in the future, there's a more of development, not more development, more of a healthier energy developing, because it's like something is starting. These seeds are kind of hidden here, but then you start to see them in the rest of the breast. So there's healing happening, I feel like, around that. So if you are a breast cancer survivor, you're currently going through healing right now with the breast, I feel like there's healthiness in the future, because this is the right breast. If we're looking at it, how I'm looking at it, this would be technically the right. So on your end, this might look like the left, and this might look like the right. Um, but yeah, this is how I'm seeing it, how I'm reading it. Because if you actually flip it, like turn it around from a different angle, if that makes sense. So yeah, I feel like there's healing here. So just take care of yourself right now. I'm not really getting too much. That other reading I did yesterday was very like detailed. I keep focusing on this breast right here. Yeah, there's something like here in the, like this left central part of it. Again, like there's healing that's needed when it comes to past issues, definitely around mother wounds, feminine wounds, self-image, self-love. um your your energy when it comes to receptivity, giving and receiving, might be a little bit distorted. But when I look at the right side, it looks like there's healing being developed. Some of you guys are older, okay? Someone could be currently breastfeeding right now. For some reason, I'm kind of getting that. there's a lot of these seeds, they're in place kind of, but you can see the ridges around the seed. So for some reason I feel like that's breast, like breast milk. If you're currently pregnant right now, this pregnancy could actually help you, like you becoming a mother, help you to connect with yourself, or maybe heal some mother wounds yourself, like that you have with your own mother. um yeah, any of you that are going to have babies in the future, maybe not the nearest future, but like in the future, you're going to, some of you guys are going to have a little girl. And I feel like the little girl, it's almost like a, you bonding with that child is a reconnect with your own inner child, or reconnect with maybe like your own mother, or just healing your mother wounds. um yeah, because there's a lot of heaviness around that energy, the mother wounds, I feel like, in relation to the past. mm, yeah, so if you are going through treatment with your breast, it could be like your left breast is the one that is being treated, like, or the central focus. I'm not sure how it works if like one breast has like, the illness, does the other one also get treated? I'm not sure about that, but it kind of feels like one of them is the most like affected breast if you're going through that right now. But like I said, it's in the future, it's completely healed, or it's like you're in the process of it being like healed and taken care of. um I feel like somebody is either going to find out that they're pregnant soon. Like your breasts are going to start looking different, and maybe that's what's going to tell you you're pregnant. But other than that, I don't really get too much. It just doesn't look bad to me completely. um but just looking at this one, I just keep looking at this right here. It's like separative energy right here. Just like the seeds are already separating from the melon itself. It could be that you're in the process of releasing something when it comes to like those wounds around receptivity, and something with the heart chakra, you trusting others again, you trusting yourself again. This is being healed as we speak, I feel like. Okay. So that is the fruit divination. We're gonna get into the cards though. We're gonna get into the cards. So um I don't really see too much. I don't see anything else. I hope this is juicy. Some of it look juicy and some of it look a little dry, look a little ashy. Oh, and I almost forgot, like the price, or the not the price, but yeah, the barcode, but the number is 4329. So 711 could be significant. 4 and 3, that's 7, 2 and 9, it's 11. So 711 could be significant, or the number 9 could be significant. We are in the year of the 9. If you add all of those up together, um, maybe look at what that number means. 4s can represent foundation, can also represent the home, the heart, Cancer, the house of Cancer, the fourth house. Number 3 could represent like creativity, feminine energy as well, the creatrix energy, divine feminine energy. Could also represent the house of communication, or Gemini energy. We are in currently in Gemini season as I'm doing this reading. 2 can also represent partnerships, balance, okay, duality, um, or the second house, Taurus energy, assets, values, things like that. Number 9, like I said, we're in the year of the 9 right now, the year of the Hermit. So this could be like something around purpose, something around maybe mastery, completion. Um, Number 9, I believe, is Sagittarius. The ninth house is Sagittarius. So that could be significant as well, or something surrounding the ninth house might be important. So, yeah, if you add all of those numbers up, it should be 9 as one single digit. But yeah. All right. So let's get it. Let's move this out the way. This better not be ashy and dry. I'll be mad. But that's what I get. Like if you order, your food sometimes because I don't like going to the grocery store all the time. No, it actually tastes like it'll be all right. I don't like going to the grocery store all the time, so usually I'll just be like, I'm gonna just order some shit because that's just me. All right, I'm gonna use the Tarot for Pregnancy deck again because I do like this deck a lot, especially for the energies of nurturing and healing and things like that, especially with like feminine energy. So I'm going to use that deck. I'm also going to use the Moon is a Mother Pregnancy Oracle deck as well. And then the Faces of Oshun will read that with this deck lastly. Yeah, I feel that way. Like when I order avocados from the store, I'm like, y'all don't know how to pick avocados. And it shows. Like, it's so irritating. It's so irritating. Like, how you gonna give me these hard as rock? Like, especially if you want to use them now, you want to eat them now, or you gotta cook with them. It's like, why y'all don't know how to pick? Maybe I should leave a note. Like, if you're gonna get avocados, please pick them that's not too hard and not too soft. It's so annoying. All right, let's get into the reading. I'm gonna leave it open. First, I'm just going to pull from the Oracle deck, just messages around the hearts, the nourishment, softness, giving and receiving, trust. What's the energy around this? Okay. Dark side of the moon. Okay. So this is like shadow energy, shadow work, the feminine energy has many different facets, and it's not always the most soft, the most loving, the most open. Sometimes it is like a challenging energy. It is sometimes like this could be the dark side of, you know, I don't want to say like dark as a negative, but like the shadow side in the sense of, the tough spots. It's not always easy to deal with. And this could be even around like mother wounds, admitting admitting certain truths to yourself, or because this is a part of the healing process. So like, yeah, my parent may have not always been the most loving, most nurturing, but they did the best that they could with me, or they took their time, they provided, even though they may have not been able to show up for me always emotionally, or affirm me. You have the Rose of Jericho. We read this yesterday. Jericho is a really good plant, or the Rose of Jericho is really a good plant to welcome in prosperity and blessings into your home. You have the Bridge. Okay. This feels like to me like reconnection with like other feminine energies. Okay. You're not alone. It may be sometimes you feel like you're by yourself or you don't have the support that you need. But I feel like this is a connectivity or sisterhood, or you bridging the gap between like um that feeling of being rejected, ostracized, not seeing yourself, not feeling a part of something, or maybe, sisterhood betrayal, friendships in the past that were, maybe rooted in competitive energy, jealousy, um, just like hidden motivations and stuff like that, like healing these energies. You might want to work with pink as well. She also has a pink head wrap on, pink robe. So if you're guided to work with pink and maybe like meditate and imagine yourself being wrapped up in a pink aura, a very vibrant pink, soft pink aura, and maybe reconnecting again with yourself with pink, or just like the pink energy. You don't have to wear it. You can work with the pink candle. You can work with some rose quartz, or um, any any stone that promotes heart healing or self-love. Okay. And like I said, some of you guys may have a daughter. Okay. Some of you guys may have a daughter presently, or you're going to have a daughter in the future. Some of you guys may be pregnant with a baby girl right now as we speak. Um, and then for some of you guys, it's like, maybe if you're not the only girl, maybe there's a lot of women in your family, or you have a lot of sisters, or maybe all of your siblings are girls, there's no boys siblings. Or if you have siblings outside of the home, but you have siblings that you lived with, might have been like sisters or a sister, something with a lot of feminine energy around you. Okay. um let's read the meaning real quick of this, like these cards. The Rose of Jericho, when we read that yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Let me see, let's start with number, I can't tell if that's a 9 or a 10. 19. Let's do number 16 first, and then work our way down. Number 16, and I'll pull some tarot. But pregnancy is a bridge between life and death, the spirit realm and the physical realm. Connect with your ancestors, spirit guides, angels, or higher power for support. Call on them for protection. Seek advice on how to navigate this massive transformation and best prepare your space. So if you feel called to work with your ancestors as well, your divine team, when it comes to your healing right now, most definitely your ancestors know better than anything or anyone else. um at least physically, like the trauma and the pain, or maybe the things that they've endured, or maybe where our generational patterns come from. So like, ask them to reveal to you, like, what are the patterns, maybe from maybe my matriarchal, you know, figures in my current present, or my maternal bloodline. Like, what is some of the patterns that we need to work through or heal? And you might be able to identify them already, like see it, like see those patterns, see those traumas that have been passed down. You can see it if you look back far enough, maybe to your in the women in your family that are currently living, or up to your grandmother if they're still living, or they were at one point. You were able to see some of these patterns playing out, so that might help. Number 19, dark side of the moon, says integrate your shadow self, and it is essential to personal development. It is time for shadow work. Take steps to process feelings related to guilt, shame, jealousy, or any other bad emotion. This card is calling for you to reflect on difficult emotions. It says about your pregnancy, but if you're not pregnant, it doesn't apply. But like where you're currently, like, because some of you guys are in the process of a breakthrough when it comes to where you've been versus where you are and where you're going or who you're becoming. Like, you're right in the cusp of that energy of becoming. So be honest about your, like, where you're at with yourself. Okay, be present as well. um and then the Rose of Jericho, number 21, says abundance comes when all other forms beyond financial. If you're feeling scarce, reflect on the many areas of your life that are bountiful. This can look like love, security, opportunity, peace, or fertility. If you're feeling insecure about your finances, take action and call in more financial security. Whether through prayer, ritual, or a vision board, connect with a manifestation practice of your choosing. Okay. All right, so let's pull some tarots, put these cards back for now. Or we might not need to use those again, because I'm gonna use the Oshun at the ends. Okay. So let's tap in. What pain or memory or belief is stored in your breast or chest area? Okay. What pain, memory, or belief is stored in your breast or chest area? The Two of Swords. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. Okay. Seven of Wands. This came out, if I'm not mistaken, in the same exact position yesterday. If I'm not mistaken. In the Yoni read. Wow. The Fool and the Empress. Wow. And you notice how like one of the, well, you can't really see it, but like one of her titties is out. And it looks like some milk is coming from it. So yeah, some of you guys could be lactating. Okay, let's see. Ace of Swords. The Parent of Wands. They in here getting it in. Girl, they in here getting it in. Okay, anyway. All right. I'm gonna have to fix these cards because I can't see them all the way. Okay, hold on. Let's. All right. Okay, let's stop there. So, Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And they're doing a ritual helping her to birth this baby out. So that's beautiful. It's like it all comes around full circle. So the first thing that I want to know is what pain, memory, or belief is stored within your breast or chest space, or in this instance, your heart chakra. So the Two of Swords, there's this mistrust, not really sure. And I feel like it stems from either a grandmother wound or a mother and grandmother dynamic where there was a lot of mistrust. So it's like, I don't know if I can trust you. This grandmother is trying to hand something to this woman in this chair. It could be your energy or your mother's energy. I don't know if it was like some sort of situation, let's say for instance, like, the elders, some of them don't know how to apologize. So their best way of like apologizing to you after they may have said something really messed up or they did something really foul is to be like, I bought you something or I cooked you something. Let's brush over that with um some sort of act of service or some sort of gift giving type of energy. And it triggers the other person's response to be like, I don't know how to take this. I don't know how to take you. It puts you in your head, right? Or it puts this feminine energy in their head. There's something with the grandmother energy. So maybe your grandmother was not good with their emotions. They didn't know how to, their throat chakra was blocked. They didn't know how to apologize. So there's this level of mistrust. There's a blockage when it comes to self-expression. So the pain and the memory that's stored in the breast is this energy of I cannot trust. So when I'm given something, what's the catch? Why are you giving this to me? Can I trust you? Can I believe you? So like if you have this happen with people that are kind to you, you may be like, especially if you feel like you've done something wrong or you deserve to be punished. Okay, you deserve to be punished. So when somebody comes in and like shows you like, no, like I really care about you beyond what you think is wrong with you, or do you feel like you deserve to have them shorter than the stick because it's a program in your mind. When someone comes in and do something kind for you, you question it because there's some sort of dynamic that echoes this, like, I'll do shady things or I'll say something really messed up or treat you badly, and then when I'm in the wrong, I don't know how to apologize or voice it or take accountability. So instead I'll try to do something like, oh, you want to watch a movie, you want to eat something, you're hungry, or I bought this for you at the store. It's like it's giving that. Yeah, gifts and behavior. It's like, the boyfriend that, knock you upside your head or cheat on you, and then they come back with flowers, or or something more pricey or expensive, instead of like doing better, not doing it again, having a conversation, like apologizing to you, consoling you. It's like, no, I'll just go buy you something. That's what it gives. So it's like there's a mistrust here. Um so from this space, it's like when you give from this space, it's very defensive. You don't know how to take it because it's like a learned energy with the Seven of Wands. It's like this is a learned perception. Okay. I don't know how to take this. I don't, just given my history, I don't know how to receive you. I don't know how to take this. So this does need to be unlearned because this is like a very defensive energy. There's nothing wrong with being sovereign and protecting your space in a healthy way, but when it comes to receptivity, you don't want to block it out of pure fear or anger or anxiety. With these, she kind of gives me Queen of Wands vibes. And then, with her sunflowers on her throne, it makes me think of friendship. Sunflowers are typically like the flower that is connected to the solar plexus. Color yellow is like confident, vibrant, the solar energy, friendship, joy. So I feel like it's hard for you to accept those types of energies. It's hard for you to fully be confident in the giving and the receiving exchange in certain dynamics, or maybe all of your relationships or dynamics in your life. Maybe you're unlearning this defensive energy with friendships, or it also could be with friendships as well, as like due to past experience. Maybe it's hard for you to trust when friends are giving or showing up in some kind of way, and it's like, well, what's the catch? It's like you're waiting for something to contradict, or like they must have did something wrong, they must be a shady friend for them to be like showering me with gifts, or this and that must be an element of guilt or something. It's like it's a program that you're needing to unlearn, or maybe that you're currently unlearning. Okay, so this is like that distortion that stemmed from this energy, the Two of Swords energy, not knowing how to trust and if it's safe to trust. Like, what's your motivation? Because you've shown me one thing and now you're doing this. So that giving and receiving dynamic is already off balance, right? So with the Empress, it's almost like for some of you, you don't believe that you're deserving of new energy or new beginnings. You don't feel like you're deserving sometimes um of blessings or being well taken care of. It's almost like you feel like you have to work really hard for it, in a sense. Like, yes, faith without works is dead, right? But it's like this energy of almost like you don't believe that even without work, even without stress, even without sacrifice, that you would be deserving of receiving, or just having a day to relax or give to yourself or treat yourself. There's some form of element of guilt. Okay. It's like, if I'm not giving to other people, if I'm not sacrificing, showing up, doing this, slaving away with my energy, then I'm not as useful. That could also be an energy as well. And the fact that these are the only major arcana cards that came out, this is a heavy energy. Okay. A strong belief or energy that this is what you're withholding from yourself. You're denying yourself of some level of rest and relaxation, or having nice things or good things in your life, or new beginnings. Okay. um just giving yourself to follow the beat of your own drum. Like you don't have to live life by play or by this structured book so much. It's like that ease is missing. This hummingbird is handing, looks like a berry to this empress. Okay, like he's about to drop something to her. So again, that energy of receiving. And if I'm not mistaken, the hummingbirds, that message came through yesterday too. I think something with the hummingbird came through, if I'm not mistaken. But hummingbirds represent renewal and blessings, so on and so forth, like goodness, new energy. And so her hand is out to receive that. I would I believe they say that your mother, like whatever she struggled with when she was pregnant with you, would be within your moon sign. I believe it is. Oh, not blueberries and strawberries. Yeah, it's some sort of red berry. So going back to the breast health, like yeah, like eat your berries, your um I believe blueberries are good. Raspberries, there some sort of berries are good for the breast health. Grapes, peaches, yeah, you can research it, but definitely something with berries. And then some of you guys might want to check your Venus sign when it comes to like your love language. What is it that you truly desire? What do you yearn? What do you crave for? And give that to yourself. Okay? Give that to yourself. So it might help to, I believe I'm almost 99% sure that the moon sign reflects like what your mother struggled with when they were pregnant. So like whatever the moon sign it represents, um, look at the house of that zodiac sign that it rules, and it'll tell you like what area they struggled with the most, right? Where they were at. And that might help you to free yourself as to why you feel maybe a sense of guilt when it comes to receiving, when it comes to being in the flow and just, yeah. Because it's like the breast, there's no baby here, and the breast milk is just kind of, I mean, I guess you could say it kind of looks like it's just wasted away. Like it's not being utilized, it's just being poured out over her. So it's almost like if I'm not feeding somebody, if somebody's not feeding off of me and my energy, or I'm not over giving or extending, then what good am I? So that's another um energy that needs to be released, that's withholding you from nourishment with from yourself, like nourishing yourself. Okay. Ace of Swords. I feel like you want affirmation. So, like, a part of you that longs to be held or honored or just seen is something with affirmation or honesty or truth. And then these birds are carrying a flag that says, trust your own way of knowing. Trust your own way of knowing. So, again, it's like you want to, I feel like a part of you that wants to be held is like also for you to be able to trust yourself again, but you do desire affirmation, you do desire truth and honesty, if nothing else. So you're a tough person. You're not weak by any means, even though you may have gone through things. Who hasn't? But it's like you're a tough cookie though. So it's like I may not need to be nourished in a way of like somebody hugging me and kissing me and all this stuff. It may not, you might not be a touchy feely person by nature. Okay. You might not be, but your love language is honesty or truth. Like you want people to be straight up with you, because this Two of Swords is everything. It circles back to that Two of Swords where you don't know, like one person is, a person can treat you and say one thing to you and then do something completely opposite of that. So it's like, well, who the fuck are you? What is your truest intentions? So it makes you kind of question that. And it's like, to have people just be straight up and honest from the get go, I feel like is what you crave, how you desire to be held right now. Um, that place of that part of you that needs um the affirmation is not, oh, just tell me I'm great, tell me I'm beautiful, tell me I'm this, tell me I'm intelligent, tell me I'm funny, tell me I'm capable, blah blah blah. It's not so much of that. It could be part of it, but it's really just like be real and be raw and honest with me. Like even in your character, don't come to me with a mask. Like be real, be straight up as you are, be real. So that's, I feel like that is what, how you long to be held or seen or honored right now, is with truth. But as the birds, they're carrying this message to her, is that you got to trust your own way of knowing as well. Like this is going back to you trusting yourself again, in order to even be able to discern when someone is being truthful and honest with you, not just in their words, but their actions and in their character, like what they show. Yeah. So the parents of wands. That's really interesting. I'm not sure what the parent. is in this deck. They have the infant, which is like the page. They have the child, I think, which is the knight. I don't know what the queen and the king is. Let me see. Probably doesn't really matter, but the youth. The youth of swords is the knight. The parent of swords must be the queen, and then the elder is the king energy. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So the parents and the grandparents. So you have the baby, the child, the parents, and then you got like the grandparent or the elder or whatever. I know this. I love this deck down. It's so cute. It's so cute. But you got the parent of wands, which this placement right here represents what energy or presence wants to support your healing. Okay. So I feel like this is a partner. Okay. If you're single right now, it can still apply to you in a sense that the partner that's for you, at least, I can't say your next partner or someone that you're currently dating, but the partner that is for you, this partner is going to be that presence that wants to support your healing when it comes to your giving and receiving, that ability to trust again. Okay. It's like an energy of intimacy here. They're making love. So they might show you through passion. So if that's not something, and if you notice, the block energy is the seven of wands, and then you got the parent of wands. So that energy that needs to be unlearned is this very defensive. I can't, I don't know, you need to back the fuck up. I don't trust you. I'm not 100% sure. I don't trust passion. I don't trust good feelings. I don't trust my excitement sometimes. I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. I can't just be present and feel and be in joy or being bliss, because soon as I feel that passion, that excitement, something gets stripped away from me. So this person is helping you to unlearn that energy that has been taught to be defensive, to not get excited or to question when they get excited, or when they feel passion, when they feel a spark in some sort of sense. This partner is going to um help you like heal through that. Like they're going to be a supportive essence in that sense. Okay. And I feel like it comes from the place of passion. It comes from maybe how passionate they are about you. This person could make love to you in a way that is like, it makes you feel present in your body. It makes you feel seen. It makes you feel held. It's almost like there's a confirmation and realization that it's safe here. That this person is not like a lustful passion. It's not coming from a place where I'm only focusing on your body and just getting off. It's like, no, passionate about you as a whole. It's like it's spiritual. It's the chain, it's breaking the chains of that seven of wands energy. I want to read what this card means. Hold on. Themes: the pinnacle of creative potential, creative mastery, inhabiting sexuality, sensual, unapologetic, self-assured. Okay, so this is the Queen of Wands energy, one of the energies to call upon during labor and birth. The Parent of Wands is a pinnacle of fiery, creative, sexual experience in birth. So are we. Our body's creative art project is ready to be shared, and it's work in our favor to tap in both the inner fire and sensuality to birth them forth into the world. The sensual nature of birth has been suppressed because of pure Puritanical, that's a new word, sorry. Patriarchal influence, and the Parent of Wands comes to remind us that you can be both parent and sexual being. The parent is unapologetic about both roles as wholly nuanced a human, as a wholly nuanced human. It comes very naturally to the Parent of Wands to lead by example and set the tone for the kind of care they expect in a birthing space. So this energy makes a great doula or birth support person. So this is somebody that will support your birthing process of yourself, you becoming and breaking free out of those restrictions there. This person's going to be that support to help you push yourself out, to say like, no babe, like you're, whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever it is that you know you feel called to, whatever gives you a spark again, or like if you get in your head and you start saying, oh no, I don't want to get my hopes up, but like no, like you deserve to, like, be, it's getting you in that sense of being present and helping support you through the push, like you pushing yourself out of those restrictions that you've been in for so long. And it feels like survival mode that you've been in, and it's helping you to push you out of that. So I feel like this is a partner that is supportive in that sense. It says, it is a great energy to call upon and embody during labor. Everyone in the room is there to serve and support you as the laboring person. If it feels safe to you, ask for what you want and need without apology. Set boundaries with your birth space. Take up the kind of space physically and energetically that you need. If you need to be sensual, be sensual. If you need to dance, dance. If you need to be alone, everyone has to go. If you need to roar, roar. If you need to sing, sing your baby Earthside. Your birth experience is your story to co-write with your baby. So think creatively about what you want to write. So this person, your baby could be like whatever it is that you're birthing out, whatever you're creating, whatever you desire to, whether it's you breaking past your fears, expressing yourself however you want to. There's someone that is going to be there to support that. And it feels like it's a partner, okay, or a future partner. So that's beautiful. Okay. Um, Number 9. So, what ritual or practice can help you reconnect with the sacredness of your breast? Okay. So, this most likely, because she's reading a book, this could be a sacred practice of like maybe journaling or scripting. Okay. Scripting yourself out of that fear, out of those barriers, out of those blockages that you place yourself in, and even have been taught to place yourself in, or that box that other people have placed you in. um it could be also too like some sort of book that you'll be guided to read, or that's going to help you or call you. It's like a healing energy. It might be a book that you read for enjoyment. It doesn't feel like a chore. It doesn't feel like, oh, I got to read a self-help book or some shit like that. It's something that is actually enjoying, like something that you take pleasure in reading. um it could even be like history, something with like history, something about cultural. So if you're someone that is very into, like very much into historical facts and ancestral healing and things like that, you might be called to certain books that talk about um certain traumas, maybe that your culture or your race, or maybe even religious thing, like something where you're going to read books maybe on, okay, maybe that's why I suffer with trauma here or there, because this is what my ancestors had to go through, and this is how I can work through that to heal that through me, through my bloodline. It could even be like certain remedies that you'll be guided to that are ancestral. This feels like deep roots. This house looks like maybe like some sort of family home or something like that that has been passed down. And then going back to these sunflowers, maybe working with sunflowers or doing something with the solar plexus, or all of the above, working with sunflowers, working with solar energy, working with yellow, or just working on the solar plexus in whatever way you're guided to. Could be something with fire, so like maybe candles, could be um I don't know, breath work, something with like fire energy. I guess breath work would be kind of considered like an air energy, but like if it's, I think they have like dragon breath work that you can use too. There's something about like, there's something about you. It's very gentle though. It's not like fire energy doesn't always have to be this like strong presence or like overpowering, but it can be an energy that is a spark, an energy that transmutes and purifies, you know. So there's something with that, like maybe literally working with fire, or again, like I said, flowers, sunflowers. You need some sort of energy of light, some sort of energy that reminds you of being present and being in a space of joy, because color magic really is a powerful tool. Like even within our subconscious minds, when we are surrounded by certain colors, it can invoke a certain type of energy. So like if you're surrounded in a space where it's just a whole bunch of dark colors or it's all gray, it's real bland, it can make you feel depressed. You know, if you're surrounded by cool, calming colors, it may make you feel more relaxed, at home, at ease. If you're surrounded by a lot of like colorful energy, it might make you feel energized. Or yellows or reds usually are action oriented colors, so it can make you feel inspired or want to, especially like commercials and stuff like that where logos use red to like kind of draw you in, like want to get the product, want to go to that space, that store or that restaurant, like it's going to draw you in. So like color magic is very significant, so definitely working with um solar energy, the yellow energy. Although we're talking about the breast, the chest, which is the heart chakra area, um I feel like this is kind of the gateway to connect with a heart space in the best way that you can. So, last but not least, let's ask Spirit, from your heart space to you, just to close this energy out, what is a channeled message from your own heart space to you? What is it that you need to hear in order to receive yourself fully? Okay. Oshun of the dance. So, what's interesting, because in the Parent of Wands, it did mention like if you feel like dancing, just dance. Like don't be shy. Like maybe y'all need to go to a festival or something. Y'all need to be around some music, or y'all need to go out dancing or something, or you can put on some music at home, twerk a little bit, have a good time. Like make a concert in your own living room. Like just you might need that energy, like expression right now. Like your body needs that. Your heart space may find its healing in music and dance. Like there's something sacred and connected to that. It could be very deep. Like maybe your passion is dancing, or you really, that's like a hobby of yours that you truly enjoy. But this is like a celebratory energy as well. So like a message from your heart space, how to receive yourself fully, is happiness, bliss, and gratitude. Gratitude number one. Okay. Gratitude goes a long way. And sometimes it's hard, but like especially when you focus on what you're growing through, what's not working and what happened, like that didn't work out for you, instead of focusing on the present of like what has worked out for you, what is working out for you, what can possibly work out. Instead of focusing on that, it's like we get caught up in the other things. But gratitude really goes a long way. Okay. Um, so in order to turn that softness back in again, like you give that to yourself. Celebrate, celebratory energy or dancing. The bottom of the deck is Oshun of Mother's Milk, nurturing harvest and prosperity. Allow yourself to be nurtured and received. Like she's pouring out the milk, so it's not wasted completely. There's a baby there. Just like in this card, like there's milk spilling on her dress. There's no baby feeding on her at the moment. That could represent your overflow. That could represent like, even if you're not so-called giving to everybody and everything and overextending yourself, that does not necessarily mean that it's wasted. It means that the milk is flowing. It's not wasted per se. And the mother, she's pouring her milk into the earth. She's blessing her foundation. So even it's like, it could be a metaphor that even sometimes when we feel like, again, when we feel like we're not useful to others or overextending ourselves, we're no longer useful, rather than saying, no, even in my rest, even when I'm giving and pouring back into myself, I'm still nourishing energy. Like I still have energy to give, but I'm going to place the energy where it counts, where it matters. So it's not wasted. It's not a wasted energy. Um, let's read the meaning of these cards. So number 12, let's read that one. So this section of the book is Oshun, the initiation of mirrors. The initiation of mirrors aligns with our personal power, confidence, and self-worth, urging reflection on our sense of purpose, ambition, and driving force behind our actions and decision. This suit aligns with the solar plexus. How about that? I'm not going to read this whole thing, but It says the mirror is a powerful symbol that urges us to find our true selves. A balanced solar plexus chakra empowers you to see yourself clearly, to accept your strengths and weaknesses, and to act with confidence and intention. Okay, so Oshun of the dance. The affirmation is I embrace the joy that fills my life and share it freely. So it says, are you feeling stuck or uninspired? This is your cue to take or to shake up things and wake up your spirit. This goddess embodies the dance of life itself, the full of highs, lows, twists, and turns. The ever sent Oshun of the dance swivels her hips into your reading to bathe your life in bliss, glee, and radiant joy. Shake what your mama gave you. Literally, that's what the card says. So, like I said, twerk something. Have a good time. Okay. Even if it's in the comfort of your own space. Okay. Shake your cobwebs off of your life. Release control and be intentional about adding joyful activities to your daily routine. Acts of joy can raise your vibration, spark creativity and inspiration, and free you from being stuck and bored. When you honor your need for expression and happiness, you allow the divine to work your magic in other areas. Share this joy and it returns to you tenfold. If you find yourself in a pre existent funk, or struggling with happiness, start small. Find the little things that spark your heart. It could be a daily freestyle dance minute, a laugh with a friend, or solo moments with your favorite diversion. Make a list of activities that bring you joy. Commit to doing at least one each a day. Set aside time for movement, whether it's dancing, walking, or yoga, to help shift your energy, vibe, and mindset. Embracing joy is not just a luxury, it's a transformative act of self love that can change your entire life. So, dancing is also like a sacred thing as well. Like, dancing can be ancestral, it could be um, a ceremonial act. It's not always just like the fun of it, it could be something sacred. So, again, connecting back to your ancestral energy again, um, it could go back to that. So let's read the Ocean of Mother's Milk, number 41. What section is this? Let me see. Um, the initiation of dreams. So it says this connects you to the divine consciousness, urging you to embrace your spiritual nature, transcend earthly limitations, and attune to the infinite wisdom of the universe. This suit aligns with the crown chakra. Okay. So let's see. Oshun's Mother Milk. The affirmation of this card is I embrace the abundant harvest. This is a time of receiving. When Oshun of Mother's Milk graces your reading, you are entering a season of harvest and abundant rewards. Your hard work, patience, and nurturing have been borne fruit, and now is the time to relish the gifts and blessings that come your way. Now you need to nurture all that you have cultivated. This is a fertile period of fullness and satisfaction. The divine is pouring mother's milk of abundance and nurturing into your life. Take a moment to acknowledge how far you've come and to express gratitude for the bounties you're about to receive. This nurturing goddess energy extends to the soul care and compassion for yourself. As you welcome the flow of abundance, remember to honor your own needs and well being. Allow yourself to receive the nourishment, love, and support that you deserve. To make the most of this abundant time, prioritize your self care routine. Set aside time each day for activities that rejuvenate you, whether it's meditation, a nature walk, or relaxing with a good book. Share your prosperity by helping others, whether through acts of kindness or supporting a cause that you care about. Cherish this time of abundance and allow it to replenish and rejuvenate your spirit. Okay. All right. Might be just like a grounding energy to sit with yourself and like think about how far you've actually progressed as a person and be like, dang, I actually overcame that. I'm proud of myself. And then with this full circle moment is that you are close to giving birth. Her baby is coming out. Or no, the baby already out. Oh, she holding the baby. No, he out. She or they are out. And it's a sacred ceremony. There's a partner there supporting. There's someone else there. There's an elder here. Okay. So you're not alone in your progress. Like if you really take a step back, you have people in your journey that do support you. It may not be the people that you wish it would always be, like, oh, I wish it was this person, or I wish I had this from that person. But nonetheless, you have support, and you're close to giving birth, energetically speaking. You are, like, you're on the cusp of it with the ten of pentacles. It's very close to that cycle, and it's this year, because this is the year of the snake. Unless you got to wait a whole nother century or some shit for that to be. No, this is now. The snake, it circles all of them. This goes back to that kundalini fire, again, fire energy. So some of y'all may be called to work with fire. Um, some of you guys may even be guided to work with the seven chakra candles, where it has all the colors. Like, it might be good to just work with all the chakras, maybe. But if you feel called to like a particular one, like I said, the solar plexus energy is coming out pretty strong the most, and the heart chakra, which is the center of that giving and receiving as well, working with those. But like, if you want to do like a whole shebang bang, like maybe get a 7 day candle that has all 7 chakras on it. Um, so yeah, so that was a reading. If you guys want to write a journal prompt or something like that for yourself, or do like a little ritual, a sacred ceremony with your own breast, maybe working with the fruit or something, or make an altar space for your womb, for your breast, set something up with like fruits or vegetables that represent that for you. Or you can anoint your breast with oil. You can make your own herbal blend with oils that are good for the breast, and just sending healing energy over it. You can say an affirmation, you can do a journal prompt. But if you would like to affirm, like, when you do this, my breasts are not burdened. They are blessed. I reclaim them as sacred channels of my nourishment, of my intuition, of my rest, of my bliss. So however you feel guided, you could do that, and just sit with yourself, hold your hand over your chest and your heart and send that energy to your healing energy there. You want to send green and pink energy to the heart chakra, to the breast, you definitely can. Intentionally, when you're, getting dressed in the morning, like maybe from now on, like, focus on sending healing to your body, to your breast, that whatever part of your body that you're working on the most, like sending that healing energy there. Um, Another way for like wound healing too is you can wear like yoni beads, or not yoni beads, waist beads, if you could find anyone like that have like natural crystals and stones, or you can make your own or something like that and just wear it as a healing modality. For the heart chakra, for the chest, like, get you a necklace that has the type of healing energy or intention that you're seeking to have. So it's like right there on your chest. So it's sending you that energy already, organically and naturally. But other than that, that is your reading, you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonates with you. Okay. You guys be blessed, be safe. I don't know if you guys like this fruit divination thing. It may not always be about the body. It might be other things, other messages that want to come through, like whatever spirit guides me to do. Like, if, if I'm guided to continue this, do the fruit divination every now and then. Because it so far so good. I enjoyed it. It's very insightful. Even as I'm reading, I'm like, oh dang, okay. All right, spirit. But yeah, this was a good reading. I enjoyed it. So if you guys are interested in booking a reading with me, you guys can check out my website. I do voice readings. All voice readings are available on the shop tab of my website. All phone sessions and readings and bookings would be on my booking section of my website. I do have spiritual doula readings available that do deal with deeper healing, birthing your energy out, healing grief, or if you feel stagnant, you need a creative flow. I have 13 different spiritual doula readings I offer. So if you want to check that out, see which one may resonate with you, I offer them in voice recordings and also phone sessions, 30 minutes or hour phone sessions if you're interested. Okay. So I'll link my website in the description. But much love to you guys. I appreciate everybody for joining. Thank you so much. Show some love, like this video, share it with someone you feel like it may also bless or resonate, help, encourage. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Much love.